Hi, it's Martin W. Ball, also known as the Your Kangen Water Guy, here today to do a quick test in the bathroom. You are in the bathroom with me right now. We're going to be going through the standard shower versus the Anespa. What I'm actually going to do is do a couple of tests to give you some clarity in regards to the changes that is happening within the water. We're going to do a chlorine test, an ORP test and a pH test to see what the difference is. So I've got cameras set up everywhere to keep it all flowing well, so stay with me. And let's get in first of all to the regular shower head. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to turn the water on and I'm going to fill up 2 glasses of water. So I'm just going to put it roughly in the middle, so it shouldn't be too hot. And I'm going to gather the water. So all that I'm aiming to do here is just get some water. You can clearly see that we're looking at the water on the left. That's a bit foamy for some random reason. So let's just refill that. And then I'm going to turn the water off. Now with the Anespa, it's a super simple fit, he says, as he's got wet hands trying to undo it. So what I'm going to do now is undo the shower head. And the great thing about this one is it's just a simple screw on the wall to get it off. Drain off some of that water. I'm going to put it out the way. So it's down here. We've got the Anespa ready to go. I actually was showering in this morning, so I'm going to bring it over and take the cable up. Yeah, rubber's in there. And just screw the inlet hose on. Get the shower head. Now this is going to take a couple of seconds just because, oh, he said, no, it was still had plenty of water in there. So, I'm just going to change the head so it comes out a bit quicker. Oh, that is foamy. Foamy, foamy, foamy. That's about right. So as you can see in the video, I'm putting it over to the far side. So what we've actually got there, I'm just going to give that another one. You can tell the flow of the water was a lot more powerful, even though it's gone through filtration from the Anespa. So what I'm now going to do is, I've got my waters over there, as you saw in the video. We've got tap water on the left, and then we've got the Anespa water on the right. So the first test is always, before we go too deep, especially when we're doing chlorine tests, is to drop the chlorine drops in. Now these are chlorine drops from Enagic. I'm going to put it in this cup and this cup. So, or this glass rather. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Okay, so we put the chlorine drops in. What we're actually going to see with the chlorine drops is the water reacting, the water's changing in regards to if there's chlorine in the water. The next test we're going to do is the ORP test. So I'm going to stick the meter straight into the tap water, and what we're seeing immediately is 570 and climbing. So right here, 570 and climbing. I'll bring it out so you can see it. So this, remember, was the original shower water that we were bathing in, 580. So it's stopped around about 580. Let's put that down. What I'm now going to do is I'm going to put it in the far glass. This was from the Anespa. So we're seeing it coming down. So it was 580 before. It's come down now to 500. It's now into the high 400s. I wouldn't expect this to become an antioxidant. However, I would expect it to be drastically reduced from a point of oxidation. So we're seeing it come down. What I'm going to do is I'm going to leave my meter in this, and let's just see what happens over a period of time. Now, the first test, that's still going in, is in the meter. The first test, we had chlorine test. This was your town water. So look at how much chlorine. We know that chlorine is added to water to kill bacteria in the water supply that comes to the home. It's designed to kill living organisms. You and your family members are living organisms. Go and figure. It's definitely important for it to be in there, but it's more important that we then remove it to stop any damage, creating a body of dis-ease to us. So there we go. Compared to the water from the Anespa, no difference whatsoever. As we can see, chalk and cheese. Chalk and cheese. We're going to be showering and bathing in chlorine and getting that. We're going to be inhaling the vapors, damaging the respiratory system. Obviously, it's touching the skin, damaging the skin, largest organs. We've got to be aware of this. Filtration through the Anespa, just got rid of it. Now then, before we go any further, let's just see where we're at. So we got down to around about the high 300s. So 385, it's still coming down. Don't expect it to go into an antioxidant like Kangen water. So let's take the meter out. The next test is with pH drops. So we're going to put the pH drops in the liquids here that we haven't put the ORP meter into. Let's just see what the difference is and if there is any difference. So there we go. We can see a slight difference in colour. Obviously there's been chemicals, contaminants filtered from the Kangen water, which is this one. This is your source water. It's federally regulated, as you're aware if you've watched my other videos, to come out between neutral and slightly alkaline. Basically because if it came out acidic, it would rust the pipes through the ground, the joints, the pipes throughout the home. So they add chemicals to change the change the alkalinity of it. In this side here, we've got the Anespa water. It's not Kangen water. The Anespa water, so it's been filtered. It's gone through magnets to ionize it, but it's also picked up minerals from the hot spring. And here we are, that's what we'd be showering and bathing in. So the great thing about it is when we look at it, the water from the Anespa, I keep going to say Kangen water, it's not Kangen water. The water from the Anespa doesn't have chlorine in it. It's filtered, it's been cleaned, and it's slightly alkaline, which is really good for the skin, for the hair. So that's been a quick overview, a quick test to basically help you understand the power of the Anespa in itself. Obviously there's more benefits. The true benefit is in showering in it, bathing in it, using it in your bath every single day. That's when you're going to notice the difference, especially if you go back to the original town water supply. Especially if you go back to that, because that's when most people notice the difference, especially myself. I had about 2 weeks here and I thought, you know what, what's the point? Only a couple of weeks. And I was actually constantly scratching my skin because I'm used to having cleaner water, healthier water going on my body. Bathing back into town water, which never used to affect me, was causing me to start scratching all over my body. So obviously my body's reacting because it's in a state of dis-ease. That's the important part. It was in a state of dis-ease. So to help it get in a state of ease, the Anespa. A great investment. If you want to learn more about the Anespa or any of the other Enagic products, take a look through my further videos on my YouTube channel. And if somebody shared this video with you, get back in touch with them. If you happen to find it or I shared it with you, get in touch with me. More than happy to help you and your family enjoy the benefits of owning an Anespa shower and bath mineral iron spa system. Thank you for your time and bye for now. Enjoying my YouTube channel? Please make sure you hit the subscribe button and notification bell to receive further value.